What's up, XFL fans, and welcome to Week 4 Rankings and Picks.
Let's go.
Dude, last week, Week 3, it was pretty exciting, man. We saw some parity in the XFL.
Hell yeah.
The number 1 ranked DC Defenders, for us, got their asses handed to them by the LA Wildcats.
Could not believe they were held to 9 points.
Yep. And then we also saw our first kickoff return for a touchdown by Joe Powell of the Battlehawks. Dude, that was awesome to see that.
That was awesome. Then, talk about the team that you've been raving about, the offense you've been raving about. I know they lost still, but the Vipers finally showed up.
And I have a reason why that is, and we'll get into that later.
Yep.
But now, it's time for our Week 4 rankings, and things have changed, folks.
Oh, have they?
Now, I have a new team coming here at number 8.
So do I.
A team falling back. A team that I had 6 last week. The New York Guardians. They are trash. They're garbage. They're the most undisciplined team in the XFL.
Yeah, I'm actually right there with you. The Guardians just look so horrible. They were held to 9 points. I don't know what happened to that offense. Week 1, they looked pretty solid. Yeah. Ever since then, they're trash.
Moving up a spot for me here at number 7. Yes. They've been at the number 8 spot for a while. Yeah. The entire time. The Vipers. The Vipers, yes, I know they haven't won a single game, but they're moving in the right direction these last 2 weeks. Definitely. They gave a good game to a great
Roughnecks.
Team in the Roughnecks.
Yeah.
They're moving in the right direction. Just little by little.
So right now, me and you are the same, man. Yeah, Vipers gave a show to the Houston Roughnecks. It gave them a little scare.
Right. Now, coming in at number 6 for me is the Seattle Dragons. They were 5th last week. They're coming here at number 6. They lost to our Renegades.
They did. I like that. This is finally where we're different. I have LA here. Now, I know LA pull off the great upset. Now, don't get me wrong. They did.
Okay.
But I still have them here at 6. I don't want to put them over Seattle just yet. Seattle were pretty much dominating Dallas for the most part, and we scored on 18 unanswered points. We made great second half adjustments. So I'm not going to just chalk up that one loss, that one win too that LA got, and I don't want to jump them too much.
All right, coming in at number 5, I have the LA Wildcats. Overtaking the New York, the Seattle Dragons. I'm sorry, but the Wildcats. Why? Because they're trending up. They're trending up more than Seattle is. Yeah. Because in Seattle, they have inconsistent play at quarterback for their offense.
They do.
Whereas the Wildcats, they played impressively defensively against the defenders last week.
They did.
And Josh Johnson is getting better and better. Nelson Spruce, he's second in receiving in the XFL. I'm loving Martez Carter over there, who went in place for Elijah Hood. This team is trending up, folks. They're trending up.
This is where I have Seattle. So we just kind of have them flip-flopped here. I have Seattle right here, LA right below them. But, yeah, Seattle, I know they've had a rough week against Dallas. That's where we beat. But I don't want to drop them too low.
All right, coming here at number 4, staying the same for me, is the Dallas Renegades.
Yes, I'm right there with you. Stay at 4.
But maybe that changes big time going into next week. We'll see. All right, going in at number 3, dropping down from my number 1 spot is the DC Defenders. You don't get your asses handed to you by an LA Wildcats team that was missing their starting cornerbacks.
That's true.
They were dead last against the pass, and they got 4 picks off of Cordell Jones, 2 in the first quarter. Yeah. Defenders, you deserve some humble pie. I'm taking you back to 3.
Damn, you dropped them 2 spots?
Taking it back to 3.
All right, well, right here, I still have the St. Louis Battlehawks right here. Them coming off a great dominating win. So I didn't drop DC down to 3. I still have Seattle there.
Coming in at number 2 is the Battlehawks for me.
Okay.
They're just fucking a great defense. They're playing good defense. Yep. They have a tremendous running game. Jordan Ta'amu still looking damn good. The special teams is looking fantastic. We saw the first kickoff return for a touchdown. Yes. They deserve to be the number 2 spot heading into week 4 for me.
Number 2, I still have DC. And the big reason why I didn't drop DC down below St. Louis, and I've thought about doing that, is just because I don't want to chalk up one bad game. You know, they probably went into that game against LA thinking, oh, it's LA, and kind of just didn't really prepare. I don't want to punish them too much, so I still have DC right there, too.
Oh, I'll punish them. I'll punish the shit out of them. Again, you're going up against the worst ranked, by far the worst ranked passing defense, and then they were missing their 2 starting corners. That was a fucked situation.
That's true.
They didn't just lose.
That's
They
true.
got fucked in the ass.
That's true.
Sorry, but DC Defenders, I mean, I still know what you are.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you'll probably be back at the top 2 spot next year. We'll see. Next week, but we'll see.
So it looks like we are the same on
Number one, moving up.
Yeah.
The Houston Roughnecks. What can we say? I mean, they just are absolutely ridiculous. They're undefeated. They're only undefeated team in the XFL. And, they had a great game against the Tampa Bay Vipers, who truly brought it at home. So, got to give them number one spot here.
They weathered the storm. Tampa Bay was taking it to them. It was a one-possession game.
Cam Phillips, dude, is ridiculous.
Oh, my God, dude.
P.J. Walker.
Dude, P.J. Walker, just MVP right now. Sure.
Now, let's get into...
do it, Josh.
The picks.
Let's go
for week number 4.
Yeah.
We're gonna head out to New York, where the Guardians are 1-2, and they are hosting the LA Wildcats, coming off a huge win.
Yes.
They're 1-2. They're 7-point favorites going here against New York.
Yes.
And man, the Wildcats, like I said, they're trending up. There's a reason why they are number 5 for me in the rankings.
Yes.
Like I said, Josh Johnson, he's getting better. He had 278 yards last week with 3 touchdowns, 75% completion. The Wildcats, this is the team that has more fans than the LA Chargers. And Mr. Excitement, man, this running back that came in, he had 3 total touchdowns last week, and he is absolutely that, Mr. Excitement. I love the flips that he does after he scores and everything. He came in place for Elijah Hood, and he absolutely looked like the guy.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier in the rankings, they impressed me defensively because they were going up against the team that I had number 1 ranked, Cordell Jones, who threw 4 interceptions against this defense, who were ranked dead last against the pass last week, and they were missing their 2 corners. So that was impressive as hell, man. They were getting pressure. They had 5 total takeaways. They held DC to 2 for 13 on third downs. They were just dominating DC.
They did. This could be a better game though, because let's not discount Guardians' defense. I know their offense have been there, but their defense still giving up only the second least amount of touchdowns this season. So their defense is still solid. Now the offense got to catch up.
Now the Guardians, what are they going to do at quarterback? Because McGloin,
he was out of there.
He was ineffective. He got like a rib injury or something like that, and he left the game. Didn't come back. Marquise Williams, he looked okay. He got him downfield quite a bit, but he couldn't convert.
Yeah.
But Luis Perez, a guy that I've been talking about,
yes,
he comes in. There's a bit of life. He scores a touchdown. It was late, so it didn't really matter. The game was already over.
Yes.
But Luis Perez, I think he can bring a great spark to them. We'll see what they do at quarterback. Yeah, they did trade for him. He was once playing for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
But the New York Guardians, they have nobody like in the top 5 in passing, receiving, and rushing. This offense looks terrible. And what I was saying was maybe Kevin Gilbride, who was an offensive coordinator in the NFL, maybe he should think about taking over the play calling.
Please do.
Because something needs to change here, and they need to get more discipline. Give me the Wildcats.
Oh, I'm going Wildcats all day. The Wildcats better not take this defense lightly, though, but the Wildcats should be able to win and cover the spread, I think.
Okay. Now, heading to St. Louis.
Woo!
The Battlehawks are 2-1, and they're hosting the Seattle Dragons, who are 1-2.
Yes.
Now, Battlehawks, they're number 1 in the Eastern Conference. And dude, Battlehawks, last week you guys looked absolutely fantastic, representing your home team.
Yes.
There was a shitload of people there at the game.
There was. And it was crazy to see that kind of fan base, and I love it for the XFL. I'm hoping every team kind of fans get into it. Come on.
Hell yeah. So, Battlehawks, Dragons. Now, the Dragons last week against Dallas.
Yeah.
You know, what I was talking about in that week 3 pick, and I was like, watch it. The Dallas has a great running game, but Seattle has a great rush defense.
Yes.
And for the first half, they were really taking it to us. It wasn't until the second half that we really started getting things going. But, Bob Stoops, he made some changes and stuff like that. He made some adjustments at halftime, and we got things going. And we scored 18 unanswered points and decided to beat them. Brandon Silvers, he was looking pretty solid in the first half. half, fell off in the second half.
Yeah.
Keep feeding Austin Pro. This dude is one of my favorite wide receivers to watch in the XFL.
Yeah.
But, it's an inconsistency quarterback play from Brandon Silvers, dude. And I know it's driving some Seattle fans kind of nuts.
Yeah.
But, dude, I mean, come on. I have Battlehawks ranked number 2 for me for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm giving them the win. They're 11.5 favorites.
Yeah. That 11.5 favorites makes sense because this team, Battlehawks, are averaging over 20 points a game. Last week, they put up 29 points against a great defense in the Guardians. I know their offense wasn't there, but their defense is still solid. I'm going to go Battlehawks here. And Seattle, like you said, Silvers looked good until he had to go out and try to win the game. They can't play like that. They got to run the ball, control the clock, and stop the run themselves, which is going to be interesting because Battlehawks do have a great run game themselves.
They're number 1. They have 473 yards on the season. Their defense is ranked second overall in the XFL. They're second against the pass, the rush, total yards allowed, and points allowed.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think Battlehawks are giving up the least amount of touchdowns this whole season so far.
Yep. So let's go. All right, Battlehawks.
Yeah.
We're going to get this win against Seattle. Now, heading to the game that we will be streaming. This one we cannot wait for. It's the Dallas Renegades hosting the Houston Roughnecks, who are 3-0, and the number 1 in the Western Conference.
Yes.
Now we're 2-1. We get this dub. It's 3-1 apiece.
And we're probably
we got
number
the win over Houston.
Yes.
That should give us first place.
Yes.
So there's a lot on the line here going into this game.
Yes,
we're going to be streaming this one, so make sure you guys
one.
come and hang out with us for that.
Can't wait.
Now, Houston Roughnecks. We have them ranked number 1 in our rankings for a reason. This team has P.J. Walker. Last week, another 3 touchdowns passed, 306 yards in the air. He had 1 touchdown on the ground, 4 total. Cam Phillips, another 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
This dude is ridiculous, man. Cam Phillips, best wide receiver in the XFL by far. He is absolutely killing. Their connection is ridiculous,
It's
man.
very impressive what they're doing over there. P.J. Walker, just this kid's story is just more and more I hear about it is amazing.
Now, but here's the thing about the Dallas Renegades. I mean, they're just trending and trending. They're picking up steam, man. This team, they're starting to look more and more each week like the team that we thought that we were going to be going into the season. Landry Jones, he threw 3 touchdowns last week, 274 yards, but he had another 2 interceptions.
Yes.
So that's back-to-back games now with 2 interceptions.
Yes.
He just needs to clean that up a little bit. Stop! But here's the thing that really excites me about the Renegades.
Yeah.
We are having ourselves a star in the making.
Oh, yeah.
In our tight end, Donald Parham.
Oh, my God.
This motherfucker last week, 5 receptions, 101 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's coming off of a game where he had 5 receptions for 76 yards and a touchdown against LA. This dude is ridiculous, man.
Dude, I saw a stat. I was watching some highlights, going back and rewatching. They said he got up to like 21, 22 miles per hour on that touchdown.
I mean, this dude,
like that's how fast this guy's got. Long strides.
He's
man.
deceptively fast.
Yeah.
This dude is a stud, man.
Completely burned linebackers. He's too big for safeties. I love it.
Yeah, and Landry Jones and Hal Mum.
Yes,
dude, they trust him. Hal Mum, he is absolutely thriving in this air raid offense of the offensive coordinator Hal Mum. And what is he? He's the most consistent in the among the wide receiving corps.
Yeah.
He's the best pass catcher we have right now.
Yes.
He's the most consistent. He's averaging 8 targets per game. He's the guy, man. This dude can't be stopped.
Definitely.
But how is Dallas going to beat the Houston Roughnecks? Because I got Dallas winning this game, and they're going to do it because their offense. They're the number 1 ranked offense in terms of passing yards, in terms of total yards. They're 4th in rushing, all of which is better than what the Houston Roughnecks do. Everyone's talking about the Houston Roughnecks offense. They're amazing. Oh, my God. They're high-flying. They're all over the place. Yes. We have a better fucking offense than they do.
Wow.
We have a better defense than they do.
We're
4th against the pass. Yep. We're 5th against the rush. We're 4th in total yards allowed, and we're number 1 in points allowed.
That's crazy. Yeah, Dallas... They do bend a little bit, but they get those turnovers. And in the last 2 weeks especially, they've been getting a lot of turnovers. I'm loving it. Now, if we clean up our own turnovers,
we gotta watch Cam Phillips, man. That's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be key. But you know what? And what I'm really liking, all those stats are amazing. But what I really like is the second half adjustments, coaching.
Yeah, like I said, Bob Stoops, he made adjustments second half in the last game against Seattle. And we came back, and we had a much better running game with Artis Payne. The dude was fantastic. 80 yards on the ground, 30 yards in the air. Yes. Lance Dunbar, he had 9 receptions. He was second in receiving against Seattle with 56 yards, too. I mean, we got playmakers. Don't forget Flynn Nagel.
Oh, yeah.
That dude had a touchdown last week.
He did great. Now, I will say this. What a little concerning makes me nervous about this game is that we cannot start off slow against the Roughnecks. They have They have scored the most touchdowns so far this year on 13. We know what PJ Walker can do. We know what Cam can do. So we cannot start off slow like we have the last 2 games.
Yeah, I mean,
so we got to start off hot.
PJ Walker last week against the Vipers.
Yeah,
I mean there was a snap that went wrong, right?
Oh yeah,
fumble snap. He picks it up and he scores a touchdown.
Yeah,
he picks it up and scores a touchdown. Like, this dude's ridiculous.
This guy has got a chip on his shoulder. He's got something to prove, and he's got the stage to himself right now.
Give us the Dallas Renegades to win this one.
I'm going to go Dallas to win this.
We're coming for you, Houston.
But don't start off slow. If you start off slow, it's going to be tough. But
come hang out with us
Come on.
for that stream on Sunday.
Let's go.
Now, heading into our last game here, we have the Vipers, who are hosting the DC Defenders. Vipers. Now, dude, they're still looking for their first fucking win here.
They are. And we saw their offense come alive, and they, like I said, they were one score away, and they almost scored it at the end of the game.
Cornelius, he threw that pick late, man.
Yes,
he threw that pick late.
But he had a solid game through the whole game, though. They were mixing it up, though.
Yeah.
Cornelius, and then what's that guy's name? Oh fuck,
Quinn Flowers.
Flowers. There we go.
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Quinn Flowers left the team.
He left
for personal reasons.
Oh,
I just saw that right before we started recording the video. He left the team for personal reasons. Mark Trestman says he hopes he comes back when whenever I guess things are fine or whatever. Does this mean he's gone for good? I don't know. It just said he left the team for personal reasons. I wonder what those personal reasons are, Mark Trestman. By the way, the Vipers last week, as I mentioned or teased earlier in the video, that they were looking a lot better, especially on the offensive side.
And I know
why is that? And that's because Mark Trestman handed over play calling to their offensive coordinator, Elizondo.
Yes.
And, man, you saw the difference. Even with Cornelius, you saw the difference. Yeah, he threw that pick late, but just clean that up, dude, and you could have won that game. Now, another big thing to note here in last week, which I've been saying this guy's name before the season even started. I said, look out for this guy, and Tampa Bay just decided not to use him with Mark Trestman, and now they're starting to use him a lot more. Jalen Tolliver, the wide receiver. I mean, this Vipers team got playmakers. They got Dan Williams. Jalen Tolliver, this dude's a fucking amazing. Yep. And Elizondo, who got the play calling now, he got him 13 targets. He had 8 receptions for 104 yards. Get that dude involved.
Yeah. Dude, this offense got weapons. We've seen it. And we've seen flashes of it. But, dude, it goes from week 1, they only scored 3 points. Week 2, 9 points. And then week 3, they score for 27. Obviously, play calling was a big factor there. And finally, you just got to put the players in the right position. And I'm hoping we see consistency now out of this offense.
Yeah, I mean, now they're playing against DC Defenders who are coming off an embarrassing loss against the LA Wildcats.
Yes.
And, man, you got to believe they're coming to this game pissed the fuck off. Look, let me read this quote by Cordell Jones. It's not about how bad you lose, but how you respond. We can't allow each other to give up. Everyone can blame LA for what we are about to do to the rest of the league. And when this team is fucking great. They're pissed off. They might come into this game and absolutely massacre the Vipers. And with no Quentin Flowers, dude, I can't go Vipers here. I'm going to go with the DC Defenders.
Yeah.
Quentin Flowers, when he was on the field last week, again, the offense looked a lot more explosive.
Yeah.
Dude, Quentin Flowers, he had a bomb throw going to Davion Smith, the running back, and dude, he caught the ball and got rocked by the Houston Roughnecks. And somehow he just held on to the ball. Like, players want to play for him, man. They want to go to war with Quentin Flowers. Yeah. Now, Cornelius, he's going to be the starting quarterback.
Yes, he is.
But he looked better. He definitely looked better.
He did.
This team's got talent, man. This team's got talent.
I'm just hoping that consistent play calling, this could be a good shootout here. But, DC Defenders have given up 9 touchdowns on the year, and that is tied for the most. So it's not like this defense can give up points. Now, most of that probably came from last week, but I'm going to go defenders here either way.
Watch the penalties, Vipers. 99 penalty yards last week against Houston. That's crazy.
Dude, they've had penalties almost every game, and
that's crazy.
Discipline Mark Trestman, please.
But all right, so we're going with the DC Defenders here. But maybe we might see another upset. Maybe Vipers finally get the first win. They almost could have done it last week against Houston.
What if DC gives up a first win to back-to-back teams?
Yep. But anyway, guys, those are our picks. Yeah. Those are our rankings. We want to thank everybody for watching. Anyone who's watching you live on the premiere, you guys are awesome. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. And let us know who you have in week 4. Your rankings, let us know your picks. And don't forget, we will be live streaming on Sunday for Renegades, Houston, Roughnecks. Can't wait for that.
Baby.
And we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.